Good morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you so much for joining me. It's lovely for you to be here. It's lovely for me, for you to be here with me, I should say. So today it is the Tattytreasureandfriends Facebook group challenge for me, which means it's Tuesday for you. So, I have loads of those, or I have tons of that, or however you want to phrase the challenge. It's using up something you have a lot of and you would like to make a bit of an impression in. So yes, we've all got loads of things. So yeah, brilliant challenge. Today I am using up, well, what have I got loads of? I have got loads of clusters, paper clusters, because it's a brilliant way to use up your scraps. I thoroughly enjoy making them, and I make more than I use, so I need to use them more often. Some of these now are very, very old in here, and if you was with me on Sunday you will see that I, in order to use up some more scraps, I had some fun making some clusters. So I made another 11 on Sunday, and I don't want to add them to this packet. I want to use these at least. Okay, so I've got a lot of clusters, and then, you know, I wouldn't mind going into there and using some more. So I've also got a fair bit of papers that I don't necessarily, or haven't necessarily liked the colour of, or used. Scraps, end bits. I've obviously either cut them up and decided not to use them and discarded bits, or I've used them and I've got small pieces left. They're not oodles, but they're coffee dyed, and a file folder, and yet some, you know, like this, that I really would never see myself using, but they're plain on the back, so I've coffee dyed them, so I've got nice plain backs. So yeah, I've got a fair bit of that. I've only pulled a handful out, because what I would like to do is make some slanty pockets, because I could always do with pockets. Now I'm going to do a couple of journals using up some of my book pages, so I'm going to put a lot of my ephemera that I've got sitting around in it. So I'm thinking, at the moment I'm just into slanty pockets. They're really easy to make. I mean, you can do them gusseted, but I'm not. I'm just making ordinary pockets that will just go down on the page. Surely I have a tag here somewhere. Oops, I do. And the tag's literally obviously bigger than that. You know, just go in them, simple as that. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. And I've put a cluster on the front, so that is one out of my little bag that I showed you there, my stash. So that's one gone, yay. And I just put a little flower that needs a bit of, it's got a bit of white. Oh dear, I'm making it very dark at the edge there now, Denise. This is going to be a grungy one. Well, they are grungy anyway, aren't they? Because they're let's do that corner the same. They're coffee dyed, yeah, which in itself is grungy to me. Yeah, that's better. Quite like it actually. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so, and I put a little flower in the corner because sometimes you need a little bit more. And also I have a lot of flowers. Where's my box? I have a lot of flowers that I've, well, there's not too many. I mean, there's a fair few, but they've been cut up and in there a long time. So again, I've not been using them. So it should be a case of, I've got a lot of those and I haven't used them for a while. Yes, I've just pulled a few out onto a piece of card because digging through them's tricky. And then they're in my eye line just there. So if, you know, if I've got a space and I think, oh, that needs a flower on it, I can just look across and see if I've got something. That does the trick. So shall we make some? Right, I've cut a few out already, just because you don't want to see me 1,000 times with the guillotine. I'm going to do some now, but yeah, you can slant them any way you want. You can make them equal, you can make them uneven, you know, pairs, singles, whatever you want to do. They're double-sided, so I could use the backs instead if I wanted, but I've kind of chosen those. So that was like a pair. I did those together. If I've got enough paper, I'll do another one like that. So I've made a matching pair, you know, mirrored pair. These were just all done individuals, depending on what size the scrap was that I had left, and bearing in mind the width, because I often make ephemera that's too wide for my journals. So let's make a few and then we'll have a go at the pile. So what have we got here? Right, I'm dying to cut into the big ones, but let's use these little ones up first. I'm not sure that they're going to be big enough. I might use those for something else. That one definitely will. Where is my ruler? Oh, right, so those were the ones that I just made that just fell on the floor. So I will have to stop and get them in a minute. Oh yeah, so the plenty, I've decided for either 4 inches or 10 centimetres, whichever. They're very close to each other, is the width that I want. So yeah, that one will be fine. I think that one will be. Yeah, that one's the same. It's the height really. You need a little bit of height. Yeah, it's not bad, so we'll get some out of that. Yeah, I think we might get 2 out of that. Yeah, we're going to get 2 out of that. Right, so there's quite a few here, so let's make some more out of these. Let's get this machine in. Just, oh, that's got the lovely butterflies on the back. So that one is double-sided, and I like both sides of it. Now I've got to make a decision. It's quite full on that butterfly actually, isn't it? All I'm doing at the minute is cutting off the folded over piece. Right, so oops, what are you doing, Denise? Let's get them the right way up, or the same way up. Yep, they're practically mirror images of each other. So if I put those 2 right sides together like that and go across one of the corners down, and the sharper the angle, the bigger the opening you have to put something in. About there. Yeah, then you've got a matching pair. Okay, don't put them on there so that they'll fall on the floor. I think we'll just have one. We'll just have one out of this. Oh, I could have 2 shallow ones. Let's have 2. I'm liking the paired idea. Yeah, they don't all need to be huge, do they? Right. Let's just check the width. Yeah, I'll probably use this butterfly set. I don't know. Oh gosh. Decisions. Yep, so let's get them down to the 10 centimetres. That's it. Now, I don't even have to decide yet, do I? It's just, we're not quite straight across the top there, one of them. Let's straighten them up. Come on. That's a bit of ingenuity for you. First thing in the morning. Yep, so it is early-ish in the morning. Neil's only just gone to work. Well, he's gone to work and I've had a cup of tea. So yeah, I don't have to decide which way I want those. Just cut them and then I can decide later. Yeah, so I've just had a cup of tea that he brought me in bed, and popped it down and made myself another one. So I've got another cuppa here. Cheers. Yep, lovely, another pair, and it's a little bit overcast. Oh, that's some more of that. It's got to go that way because that's the way the pattern goes. So let's see if we've got room for 2. Oh, we have. Right, do the same again then. That was good. That was lucky. I could have 2 one way and 2 the other now. You know, pattern wise, because I couldn't decide. I didn't put them together, did I? Can you see what I've done? So that's the difference if you don't put your like sides together. So they are opposite each other. They are both the same. Doesn't matter particularly unless you want a pair opposite each other. Right, let's square this up and see what we're left with. I think what I'll do is stop the camera and do the last 4, because you know, you don't want to constantly watch me with the guillotine, and I really do. Is that 10? yeah, it's not far off. Where did I make those? I made those that way, so I want this one this way. Yeah, I do want to get lots done. At least the 11 there. And I've got to pick up what I dropped on the floor, so I'll be back in a second. Okay, microphone back on, check. I've just popped a light on. It's bright enough outside, but the sun is not on the window at all, and it's not that bright here. I'm in front of a wall right in front of me. The window is to the right, so I wasn't sure there was enough. So yes, I've done, how many have I done? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And what did we already have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that all I had? Thought I had more than that. Anyway, we've got 18, which you know is probably more than enough with this one here that I've already done, the 19. So some of them are single, some of them are double. Don't be fooled thinking they're all that way. It's because they're together, like, you know, you turn them that way, they go the other way when they're double-sided. So some are that way, some are the other way. I've just tidied them up, you know. You can see I've done a completely different slant on all of them. You can make them all the exact same size should you wish. Obviously I had a lot of cut-offs and I do not want to put them in my scrap box, so I would have had at least 18, you know, maybe more, because some of them make 2 pieces of cut-off, one down the side and one down the top, so you know there could have been 30 odd, but all I've got left is this. Now these I saved just because they're square and I might use them, so I don't mind putting those 3 pieces in my scrap box. I know they're small, but I can't part with them. These are papers that I liked now, and I thought they were big enough for corner pockets on corner pockets. I've just thought I could even do that on there, couldn't I? Could even put a corner pocket on some of those, and a small cluster. That's a good idea. Yeah, I like this. Was my very first paper pack that I bought, you know, that wasn't digital, that came through the post. This is a Ciao Bella. Got birds on, boats on. It was a seaside scene. Yeah, Ciao Bella paper pack. So I've just kept 4 of those. So yeah, if not on here, there'll be nice corner pockets on other pockets. And then all the triangles, and there was lots of them. I just, while I was drinking my tea, I just sat and punched out with these. Just 3 punches and 3 circles, I should say, and even my hole reinforcer. I did a few. It really hurts my hand. It takes a lot of punching out that hole reinforcer. I'm just wondering if I could get another one on there. And you can't see where it is in them. It's a real tricky beast, this. And I get it stuck and all sorts of things. So no, look, take the chunk out of it. I have to have quite big pieces to do that. I haven't mastered this one yet. I will. So let's pop those away out the way, just to show you how I'm trying to organise myself more. As regards not making piles of things and scraps, because I do have piles of things that still need to be going through. So let's just pop those to one side. Right, so let's get this show on the road. So I really want to use these clusters first. So let's lay them out so I can see what I'm playing with, because they're different shapes and sizes, and well, they're all different. I loved that purple, not the purple, the pink. I put pink thread and purple thread in on Sunday. I did a photo for you to see, but I haven't spoken to you since. And that pink, gorgeous. It's a really bright. Liked it. Right, I think I might have had some green as well. I don't know. Okay. That one feels like it might need something else on it, but sometimes you need some plain ones. Do we start at the top? Are you a pair? No, let's start with a pair, I'm thinking. So we won't start at the top. I left the holes in those. I just quite thought it was a bit of something. Right, a pair, hooray! And the lovely green, so we can go with florally. I quite like the pockets that way. I don't know why. I just like them that way. Yeah, so they're not good. You see, when I have little bits hanging over, they kind of get damaged when they're sitting around as well. So Well, they'll nearly all go. Decisions, decisions. Oops. I'm liking that bird. Right, what about him on there? I know he's quite big, but yep. It looks like he's got a worm coming out of his mouth. It's just I do like to leave bits of the stitching on, but I don't want the bird to look like his. Look, there's a piece there and I quite like it, but yeah, it did look to me like. Oh, got the lid off my glue. So I'm just using tacky glue. Let's get a cloth. Got thread on it from yesterday. Right, shall I get a clean one out or shall I use this? I'll give this one more use. It's stuck together in places with glue. One more use and then put it in the bin. Right, are we inked where we want to be? And I think I'm going to stick the whole thing down. It will just keep it a little bit neater. So even the bits around the edges, these, which, you know, often I do leave stuck up. I just think because these are going into stash, not straight on a page. I've just realised there's some stitching there. There's stitching on it, so maybe should be fabric tacking. Let's see. I'll use this on these two and then see how we go. So this should be just a nice, gentle, enjoyable craft now. So nothing too difficult, but using up lots of bits. Yeah, I think fabric tack might have been the way to go. It's quite tough card as well. It's not even the stitching there, is it, that's stopping it going down? It's the thickness of the card. So I don't want to pull it off and spoil it, but I might have to go back in there, and I am going to. What's tickling me? Something's tickling me. Oh, made me think like there was a fly or a spider on me. I don't think there was, but ooh, you're gooped up. I must have a thread because it's tickling me again. Or hair. I do molt. I've got quite longish hair, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's just because everybody says the long hair is everywhere, and I think I've said to you before that Neil goes crazy about the amount of hair that goes up the hoover and down the plug hole because they're all his jobs. But yeah, I don't know if I'm losing more because of, you know, because I've been poorly and the medication I'm on, but really I'm not. I wouldn't consider myself poorly, to be honest, apart from when my bloods are wrong. So I don't know. I was thinking, you know, is this because you know, I'm poorly and what have you, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's just how I'm going to lose my hair now all the time. I mean, it's growing back. It's not like I'm losing it, and it's thinning, I don't think. So it's not an issue, other than, you know, we've got a brand new hoover, and he did bring the nozzle in to show me after he'd done. He's a bit of a whiz. He does the whole house, so he went right through the house. You know, we've got a couple of rooms that have got hard floors, so, but he went through all the, you know, 2 bedrooms, the living room, the whole stairs landing, and came to show me. And I have to say, it was quite shocking the amount of hair that was wrapped around the hoover. I don't know how I got onto that. Oh, something tickling me. Yeah, so they were a nice easy make, weren't they? I like it. Don't start that today. Yeah, I do love that paper, that Ciao Bella paper. Might have to have a look what they've got and have some more. Next, maybe should lay these out in some, get the pairs out and lay them out in pairs. Right, I liked the butterflies, but I'm going to go with the pinks. I couldn't work that out then. Could you hear the cogs whirring in my brain? So they're both the same side. They're not. Right, I think that's enough to have on the go. Let's ink them all and then stick them all. So let's do a little mass make. We'll have a little chat. So what have I got going on today? Neil's at work. Oh, I'm going to do a little bit of sort of a mass baking today. Well, it's a mass make day today. Yeah, I'm making this one nice and dark because it's black and white print. So Neil yesterday was watching, I don't don't know, reels on his phone as he does when he comes in from work, and he just needs to wind down. He's not, you know, it's not well, neither of us are a TV watchers really. If we sit down and watch something, we, you know, it's usually something that we're into. Oh, I'm going dark with this one as well. Yeah, so he has his tea, you know, late at night, 8:30, and he has to sit and, you know, just unwind. He watches reels on his phone, you know, little movie, little, I don't know, little films, bits from television programs and things like that, but nothing long or heavy. Anyway, I was watching Gordon Ramsay make some. Well, he was making shepherd's pie. We like cottage pie, which is a shepherd's pie is made with minced lamb. I mean, we like it, but you know, minced lamb is, to get good minced lamb, it would be very, very expensive. Lamb over here in England, lamb is one of our most expensive meats. So yeah, cottage pie is made with beef, minced beef. So he was watching him make shepherd's pie, so, you know, it kind of got us thinking it would be nice to have some cottage pie. We haven't had any for ages. No, it's not a summer food. I know it's not a summer food, but I thought I've got some mince and some onions and things. So I thought, oh, that's good. I've got a brand new slow cooker that I bought to move in with, because I like everything black utensil wise in my kitchen, and I had a really old like a country kitchen kind of one, so I bought a new one. Actually, Neil, long story, here we go. I'm off on Neil got some vouchers from work because he's in the care industry, some thank you, yeah, thank you for doing his job basically over the no, like that on there, over the COVID period. I think a lot of NHS workers and carers and things got them to spend, so we treated ourselves to a few bits for the house. What am I going with? I'm thinking I might do this and then just some Fabri-Tac on the stitching, because it's a lot of Fabri-Tac, isn't it? Okay, so my story's gone all over the place, hasn't it? So yes, I've got a new slow cooker, so I thought I'd get it out and put the minced beef and onion and, you know, the flavourings in it, and let it cook all day. So, and then make some, you know, 2-person size cottage pies and freeze them. So I will be doing that because I've got to peel potatoes and mash them. It's quite new for me recently, because yeah, while I've been poorly, Neil has been doing he does things like that. Just because I couldn't stand it, it's surprising. Did I put any Fabri-Tac on that? I can't remember now. You know, just standing at a worktop and peeling potatoes and mashing them and things like that. It's crazy when you've got, you know, bad back or bad legs. You just can't do it. So yeah, I'm just starting to do things again now, which is lovely. So that's what I will be doing later on today, in between crafting, of course. I'm still busy with a couple of yes, journals, just generic basic journals, which I will fill with you, but I'm not making them on camera. Sometimes you just need to get your head down and make things. The filming does take a lot of, slows things down a bit. Oh, got a thread. Right, stop admiring them, we'll admire them later, but I am enjoying them, I have to admit. So yeah, what's your favourite go-to meal that you know you cook regularly and you don't have to think about? It's a nice easy make. Not really a matching pair, are they? There's another one of those. They're quite big though. No, that's definitely, whoa, that gave me a headache. That was way too much. I like that one on there for certain. Yeah, they need plainer ones. They're very full on. That needs to be a single one. They could be a... What did I think to that? I'm not keen. Right. Yay, here we go. Right, I'm not going to pull loads out because, you know, I'll just be going through them forever. I'm just going to pull, let's have 3 from each end of of the pile. Ooh. Maybe got more than 3 there. Let's have a look. So I'm looking for something with a bird on, maybe, or squarish. I don't know if you can even see. Well, that bird was like there straight away, wasn't he? He could do something behind him. I've got a plate. Oh, now what about one of these? Oh, they're upside down, look, and that's the same. What a shame. Got a bit of that pink harlequin paper here. Just hasn't got any stitching on it, has it? You know, I think I am going to, because they do make a nice pair, don't they? I'm going to just clip all that together, and I am going to make those a matching pair. Are you going to clip them together what with? Yeah, and I'll show you them at the end, because it would be a shame not to make a matching pair, wouldn't it? Oh, I've got those plain ones here, haven't I? Right, where were those full-on ones that I made yesterday, those Edith ones? There's another one. Where have you gone there? Now I've got those others out. Yeah, they're quite big, aren't they? I'm going to put them down though, I think. I'm just wondering if it needs a bit of something up there, but I guess they're the kind of things we can do when we actually use them. Just a little bit of lace or something up there, I'm thinking. I'm just looking to see if there's any way I can make them smaller and keep keep them, you know, looking the same. I don't think there is, so no, let's just put them on. There will be some project coming along that they're just right for. Sometimes you can't envisage the project, but it just turns up. You need things in your stash. Here's me making excuses. You need things in your stash that you don't know what you're going to do with them until you go hunting. Yeah, I'm liking all the threads hanging out of the stitching on these. I've lost my little cloth. Oh well, I've thrown it right over there. I was just about to get a fresh one out, but we might as well finish this one up, hadn't we? Don't stick that down, there's no glue on it. I'm not sure what's rattling now. I was banging the table, and yeah, I'm going through a lot of Fabri-Tac, just putting big blob down the stitching, so that was a good move. Right, did I finish what I was saying? Yeah, what's your go-to meal? I'd be interested to know. As a family, we tend to do a lot actually with minced beef. I don't eat a lot of meat, and I am very fussy about the meat I eat, so it's like minced steak. I won't, you know, in particular where it comes from and what it looks like, all fussy. I think I've told you before, I did go vegetarian for a couple of years, just because, you know, I'm so fussy with meat. I might as well build a meal without it rather than with it, but I do eat meat now. And I think I've probably told you that Neil struggles with some of his food, post throat cancer. So yeah, but we do like the pastas. So I like spaghetti bolognese with the meat. Are they all there? The pair up. Have I done any in that? No. Right, where's the ones from Sunday first? What have I got left? I definitely want to use those up before I go into these. So if I've got anything, these 3 can go on. That would be a good way to do it, wouldn't it? I think that's quite nice. Yeah, I like that on there. Sort of blendy in, but not. I like the way the stamp pops on it. Well, I did a couple of plain ones. I maybe could have used those for those really full on. That could go on as a tuck. I like that. Let's have that one on there. Right, just this one then. They make a nice pair. So, oops. Put you on the plain one or on a, yeah, plain one. Okay, wait, that's those 3. Oh no, look, I've got one here. A little Heidi one. Right, let's do these 3 though. I don't know if I inked around the the last envelopes I was doing. So yeah, spaghetti bolognese is my favourite pasta meal. Neil likes macaroni cheese. I am sat here making myself hungry. It's early in the morning, so perhaps I should change the subject. I haven't had breakfast yet, I have to say, so. And it's Sunday. I won't be cooking a Sunday lunch because Neil's not here. Sunday lunch for one is not worth doing. To be honest, there's not an awful lot in the freezer. I'm ready for a good shop to fill it, really. So I might have a nice cooked breakfast and then not bother until a sandwich at tea time. That'll give me plenty of time to do. I also have a pile of ironing to get through. Give me time to get through what I want to get done. Oops. Yeah, I've got some mushrooms in the fridge and I like egg, so I will probably be having some toast with egg and mushrooms. Right, this is the food show today. You know all about what I'm eating for the next 24 hours. Oops. You haven't gone deaf. I have stopped talking for 2 minutes. Give your ears a rest. I'm just enjoying myself. I think it was it was Deb's at Paper Lace and Son I was listening to last night, and she said she puts me on in the background when she's working and listens to me. So I expect I talk that much that when it stops like that, she probably goes and looks at her phone and thinks, has my phone stopped? Or a telly or whatever it is she listens to me on. Hard to believe that I've stopped. What's rattling? Glass pots? Yeah, must have been. I think that stopped it. Two, and then I'm going to put this on as because it's that nice thick piece that Nikki gave me, that circle. So it is quite a thick piece. Make a nice tuck. It's shiny though. I am going to have to fabric-tack it. Yeah, and I'll put a good third on, so it'll only be a small tuck spot, and hopefully it'll lay flat, so if we don't want to tuck in it, we don't have to. It will still just look like an embellishment. Yeah, that's a good third. And this is going to need something sitting on it. I'll probably put my hole punch on it. I'll stand it over there with the hole punch on, which is not light. Okay, oh, we're doing great guns. I'm well impressed today. So I am now into, that's the pair, isn't it? I'm now into these bits that I just dragged out. So let's have a little look what we've got. Oh no, I've still got this. I just feel that, let's just leave it in eyesight. I just feel like it needs something. Extra on it. Wildflowers. Okay, so I'm going to try and not go digging into, these are big pieces as well, I like that one, into more, try and use what I've got. Just feel that one's a bit too big. Now can I cut down that? I could probably do it with the wibbly wobbly scissors if I've got some. I have. I just don't want to make it straight, but it needs scissors. I'm wondering if I can cut that off and then re-stick it somewhere. Oh, there you are, wibbly wobbly. Whoops. Just stick that 6D back on because it kind of makes it a pair with that one, doesn't it? These have got lace on. Let's take it off that. Oops. Don't rip on me now. Now the other one looks big. But this is how versatile clusters are. Once you've made them, you can still, you know, chop into them, and well, that's got a bit more of that lace showing, which I like. Are you too big now? Let's move everything back a bit so my eyes can just concentrate on those. No, I think I'm going to put them on. I like that they're full on. So yeah, like I say, I'm busy making a couple of generic journals. So we will be hopefully be using these up. So I'm trying to make things and move them down the line each time, rather than, do I want you at slant or straight? No stitching on this one. So that's good, isn't it? So making embellishments, putting the embellishments on some ephemera that we make, and then putting the ephemera in the journal. That's how it's supposed to go. Let's see if I can manage it before I get a squirrel moment with another beautiful kit that's come out. I've still got I want to do a big journal with Alice, all that down the rabbit hole. Well, I think there's 4 kits that I got off Tanya and Nanine. Yeah, so I want to do a really big journal with those. Well, 3 signatures. Don't get too excited, not massive, but you know, big. But I don't get fed up doing the same thing all the time, you know, even though that's new. I wanted a bit of a break from it, and obviously other people are using it at the moment, so you can have too much. You viewers can have too much of a good thing, can't you? And I really must get some of these well, like I said, ephemera and embellishments moved along. Ooh, this is a quicker make than I don't know how long I've been on. Maybe not. I was going to say a quicker make than I thought, but quick as in, you know, not too much thinking time. Ooh, yeah, so I could put something really big and jazzy on those, couldn't I? And these are all quite smallish ones that I've dug out, so I think I might put that one into my stash, just because you know, I've taken so many out of it. But I have got some big ones in here. Let's take a pile out the middle and put the little ones back, and see what we've got. That you are huge. Yeah, very huge. You definitely want tearing down whether I use you or not. Gosh. I'm thinking a little bit more interest there. I might have to use it after all this effort. Well, there's not going to be many things that something that big is going to go on. Let's have some nice dark ink on here. Yeah, I'm loving the dark ink on these. I think it's because they're coffee dyed. So they're not going to go in a nice light pastel project, are they? Well, let's face it, there's enough for about 6 projects here, at least. Because you only want so many slanty pockets with a cluster on in the one project, so. Did I swap those over then? Just want something there. And I have got here this little box of what I called doodads yesterday. Well, it was yesterday when I filmed it. It wasn't yesterday when you saw it. An owl and a squirrel. I like them both. I'm going to go with the owl, I think. Taking too long, so just do it, Denise. So here's a little Nanine label, I believe. I'm going to stick him on that tissue paper, so I'll use some Fabri-Tac. I've got a lovely blob on the end of it, look. Let's get rid of that. Yep, and we'll wrap it in that cloth, and then there's another part used one here. Oh, not too used. I'll try again. It's because I'm not putting the lid on between uses. I think it's drying up a little. Not too bad though. Fabri-Tac doesn't dry up too bad if you just keep it moving. Yeah, that's just changed that completely for me. Much lace showing, is there? Oh, there is a bit. Now I think this tacky glue also will fasten down the material, stick the material, that's the word I was looking for. Oh yeah, you can see the lace. Are you out there? It's just it takes longer. With the Fabri-Tac, you know when it's grabbed. It's grabbed. I mean, it doesn't dry instantly either, but it does. You know it's going to grab the material. I might come back when that's dry and put some in between the lace and the cluster. I don't know. We'll see. So I didn't choose two, did I? Just chose one and went off. No. Was that one out earlier? I don't dislike that one there actually. Do we like the two upright ones together with the bird? I think we do. That's got a bit of material rather than lace behind it. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'll leave that loose. That's not going to come to any harm. The fabric. Oh, this is tough card. I maybe should have put plenty on. Maybe should have Fabri-Tacked the card as well. Again, it might just need to be. Now I'm looking at these and thinking these might be nice stitched round because they're plain. Yeah, you might see those stitched around, you know, the actual pockets at some point. Right, I think I better, I've got 3 left, so I'm not going to do them. I don't know about those, they're thin. I might need to back them first. I will get them done, but there was this, wasn't there? I'm going to stitch it and everything, so I'll show you that pair. I'll show you it now, but I'll put a picture up of that pair. Let's put these clusters away, and I'll show you a picture at the end of that pair done with that one stitched and something else on it. So let's see how many. Gosh, we made a lot. How many we made? So however many we made, that's however many clusters I've used up, and all that card. Where's the lid off that? Okay, there you go. So 2. I've got one under here. Let's do the pairs, I think. 4. 6. Oops. 8. 10. 'And then all the singles. 12. Oops. 14. Okay, so what did I have? 11 clusters. I thought I'd done more than that. There isn't any sitting anywhere, is there? Nope, 14. Yeah, 11 clusters. So I took 3 out of my. Oh, I didn't use any flowers, look, did I? I completely forgot about the flowers. I'll have to try and use them up on something rather than put them back. Okay, so I will put a picture up of those 2 sewn at the end. Thank you so much for spending Sunday with me. It's been lovely. No, it's not Sunday. It is Sunday. It's Tuesday when you see this, though. So thank you for spending some of your Tuesday with me. And I will see you tomorrow with something new. I don't know what yet. Okay, bye for now.